Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 9 on the 7-bedroom mansion that we are putting up for one of our lovely subscribers. And this project is located at Oyarifa. In your view is the beautiful 3D representation of the house. It was designed by Impetuous Builds, and the architect name is Mr. Charles Busompra, and the numbers are on your screen. Kindly contact him in case you need any of these beautiful designs. In your view is the total breakdown of the house. As indicated as the borehole estimate, I believe I've explained that, and I keep repeating that because I don't want someone asking me unnecessary question. So this is a summary of the total cost, which is 155,182. And believe you me, it is not going to be the same anymore because there's going to be some few add-ons in terms of the bitumen coating and laying of the tiles, and I think there's an additional waterproof coating that we need to do in the underground water tank, and those were not factored in the earlier stages. Based on the architect's recommendation, we have to make sure we follow in order to maintain the structural integrity. It is always important. There is no shortcut in construction. Once you do that, you might think you are done today, but it will come back and haunt you tomorrow. By that time, that contractor has taken his money and is gone, you understand, and you have to suffer. And for me, I don't do that. I want to make sure everything boils down to the foundation. The entire weight of every building depends on the foundation. If you miss the mark, and that is it. So don't miss the foundation at all. Don't compromise on the foundation. Whatever that is required, make sure the foundation is solid. Once the foundation is solid, you are good to go. You understand? You have the peace of mind. In your view is Mr. Jonathan Amoa. The numbers on your screen is my cousin. He does borehole drilling. He does reverse osmosis. If you have water and there is salt content in it, he will provide you the treatment plant to remove the salt content within the water so it becomes drinkable. Okay, he's done a lot of projects for the Despite, Asamoah, and there are a whole lot of people that I believe are very prominent, and he is the one. If you want to set up a pure water factory, okay, this is the right guy to talk to. He will give you a complete setup and a tutorial how a pure water is in factory functions. You understand? The step by step, the type of structure you need to put up. All the arrangement, you contact Mr. Jonathan Amoa for that purpose. So in our previous episode, you noticed the tragedy that occurred in terms of the heavy downpour. And so we had to bring in the suction pump to drain or dewater the entire trenches and the underground water tank that has been filled with the rain. You understand? It wasn't easy because the land is completely flat, and any water from all the neighboring areas is coming towards this area, and so it was very tough, but we were able to go through it. Why? Because of our due diligence. And so from that time onwards, we knew we had to raise the footings. We have to raise the entire foundation, and once we do that, then we have to fill the compound with enough laterite so that from next year 2024, before we hit the raining season, we would have put in our precautionary measures to avert the situation. It is very, very important because for me, we were not happy at all, going through all these challenges. But hey, it is a lesson learned, and we move from there. You understand? This is very, very important. This is a 4-plot Okay, and the house has occupied the entire 4 plot. It is a big house, very detailed. The architect actually put in a lot of work based on the client specification, and so yes, they are very, very detailed, very particular about exactly what they want, and we want to make sure that we achieve exactly so. You understand? So, lovely people, I'm giving you all these information so that perhaps you want to project manage your dream house. You will take in all the precautionary measures, especially ensuring that your land is not a waterlogged area. Because once it's a waterlogged area, you will have to do so much to overcome the water dampness. You understand? Yes, a lot of resources goes in there in terms of waterproof chemicals. It is very, very important. So this is the main road. You could see that all these houses here, should it rain heavily, they will submerge. In fact, it is very bad. And this is Oyarifa. You understand? They give it a big name, and they charge a lot of money. But that's one thing about Ghana chiefs. They take all this money, but they don't set up the road properly. You have to take your own money and even construct the road. The government is not doing anything. The chiefs are not doing anything. The assemblies are not doing anything about it. All they think about is money. Give us money. Give us money. And land guards everywhere. Everybody gets up and he says, I'm a land guard. He just come in there, threatens you, and try to take some money. It's crazy. It's baloney. And I don't get it. Certain times I go crazy and I feel like when I'm in Ghana, man, I'm going to get some pistol behind me. If you dare come to the land, you get some shots. It's crazy. Everybody gets up and says, me a land guard, me a land guard. I'm coming from here, I'm coming from there. It happens to me a couple of times, and I sit here in Dubai and I get so angry. I feel like just jumping into the bus and just arriving in Ghana in a minute. But it's not possible. My sister tells me to calm down, just calm down. These people are like that. When it comes to these seasons, they jump everywhere. This Christmas season, man, I just don't want to see them near my house. Yeah, I just don't want to see them. So that's it. So make sure that you're buying a land devoid of water so that you don't go through a lot of, waterproof chemicals and this DPM and so forth. You understand? So dewatering continues. We make sure that we drain the entire trenches. The water tank is going to take a while because that is very deep. So it's going to take a while. In the meantime, once we dewater the trenches, we can start laying the blocks. The essence of that is to reduce the amount of water should there be any other rainfall. You understand? Yes. And so we needed to do our settings quickly and speed up with the process. So in this episode, I'm showing you exactly how we were able to overcome. You notice that certain areas, they block it with the sun to avoid water from going to areas that have been drained already. You understand? Yes, it was very, very important, very strategic because of the slope of the land. So Mr. Steven did a lot of work here, and I made sure he was there to ensure the continuity and ensuring that everything get done perfectly. So this is the underground water tank, and the remaining water have been diverted, to go all the way to the underground water tank. Are you with me? Yes, it's been diverted to go that way. It is very, very important. So the pump, that is the suction pump, is taking time. Sometimes it goes bad. They have to go and fix it and bring it back and then do the suction. So eventually, probably in the next episode 10, going on 11 and 12, you will see the footings work completely. And heading to episode 12, 13, you will see a lot of block work and the construction of the underground water tank. You're going to be seeing all of that. Are you with me? So this is a single story, single story, ground floor and a first floor. There's a void in between, and so it's not too much of a heavy load. Okay, we're using 16 mm standard rods. in most cases, if I was to build this house near the coast, I'll be using the high tensile iron rods, you understand, or basalt fiber. There are other foreign type of iron rods in Ghana now that, when you buy them, you don't have to coat the iron rod with anti-rust if you are building along the coast. Are you with me? Because most of these iron rods, you have to coat them with anti-rust, and anti-rust is not forever. Maybe after some time, if they are exposed and you've not done your concrete cast, you would have to come and coat them again and keep coating, you understand? Yes, but the new type of rebars in the market have been already built to be anti-rust resistant. And for that matter, they are quite expensive. And once you buy those ones, you don't have to coat them with a anti-rust paint. Are you with me? But we are now building along the coast. Are you with me? So we use the 16 standard. One thing I've noticed is that again the gauge or the diameter of the 16 again have been reduced a little bit. So previously, when you have a 16 where you can see it as thick as it should be, this time around 60 is looking somehow funny, and I don't know why these companies are doing so. A 16 is looking funny, so pretty soon, if I'm putting up a story building and it's a 3-story building, I am tempted not to even estimate for 16 I will go for 20 because that's where they are pushing us to go. They've noticed that a lot of people are not buying that one, so they have to find an alternative to push people into that category. So because if I look at the 16 if I'm putting up a 3-story building, I'm going to begin with 20 for my footings. And then for the superstructure, I'm going to use 20 When I get to the first floor, then I'm going to lap it. I'm going to do a 16 from the first floor superstructure all the way to the second floor. You understand? And that is what I'm going to be doing in my recent estimate when I see that the house has about 2 or 3 story on top of it. It is very, very important. Very, very important, so that we all take key notes of all these areas. Blocks should be of good quality, because if you don't have a quality block, you can do all your waterproofing, and if your block is not good, it will soak water. So you need to get a good block, build with quality cement, so that they can also help in reducing the water dampness. You understand? It should be 6 inches solid. In every footings, we use 6 inches solid. Okay, yes. And the size of the block should be exact. Okay, again, in these factories where they are molding blocks, they have also reduced the size of the block, and that is also another way of they making excess profit. But there are some companies that they stick to the standard, and that's where we buy our blocks from. They are very hard. Very, very hard. And then the brand of cement we're using, we are very specific based on the areas that we are. So either we use Gasem, Jata cement. Dangote is not that popular in Ghana anymore. I don't know for some reason, but Jata cement is our brand. And in this Oyarifa, is easy to get Jata cement. So we are using Jata cement throughout. 42.5R is what we are using throughout. Concrete cast, block laying, everything we are doing is Jata cement 42.5R. Are you with me? Yes, so that is the key. So ensuring that everything is perfect right from the foundation. And then moving on to overcast. All the plumbing settings and piping settings done properly. And then oversight, we do our comprehensive waterproofing and water dampness. It is done comprehensively. And then we cast our concrete. It means that our foundation is solid. Are you with me? And so we don't have any problem. 50 years, 100 years down the line, our house will still be standing tall. There's no issue. Are you with me? And for me, that is the goal. I want you to forever remember me. Forever. I want you to remember me. Anytime you go around your house, you look at your house and you look at your neighbor's house and you say, man, I was lucky I met Mr. Bright of B&C. Are you with me? So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, okay, and share to your friends. Okay, so on your right side bottom of your computer there's a subscription. Please just click on that one, okay, and keep us on post notification. Are you with me? I'll be coming your way with episode 10, and there you will see a whole lot of blog work from me to you. Shalom, God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.